Welcome back everyone and welcome to another science lesson. In today's lesson we will continue Unit 6, Lesson 12. And in this lesson we will be exploring different seeds. So let's go ahead and get started. Here is our objective for today. Students will be able to observe parts of a plant life cycle. Before we continue, let's go ahead and go over some vocabulary words. Our first vocabulary word is a seedling. And a seedling is a young plant. It is sprouting from the seed. So here we see a baby plant. We see that the plant is still very short, doesn't have many leaves, and it doesn't have a flower either. A seedling is a part of the plant that is just growing from the seed. So it just means it's a young plant. Our next vocabulary word is a seed. And a seed is a production of a new plant. When the plant gets older and it becomes an adult plant, the adult plant has seeds. And the seeds, you're able to take them off from the adult plant and plant them again in the ground. And that is how the life cycle of a plant continues. Seeds come in different shapes and colors. Here we see lots of different seeds. And we see that they're all different shapes, they're different colors. Some are rough. This one looks smooth. This one's long and narrow and thin. This one's a little bit shorter and it's round. So we see here that seeds come in lots of different shapes and colors. Our next word is sprout. And a sprout means to grow, to spring up, or to come forth. So it means that something is growing, a new growth. Here we see a little plant and we see that the leaves are starting to bloom. So they're starting to grow. They're coming forth of the new plant. Now we're going to be looking at some baby plants grow into adult plants. We're going to see how these baby plants look like they're adult plants once they're fully grown. Our first plant here, we have corn. And we see here on this side that the corn, this is the baby plant. And on the other side is a fully grown adult plant. But if we compare both of these pictures, we see that their leaves are almost hanging over. The leaves are very long, they're narrow. As well here, they look the same as like they were a baby. They're just longer because they're adult plants. And over here, we don't see the corn just yet because it's a baby plant. But when the plant is fully grown and it becomes an adult plant, we see that the corn is already starting to come out. Our next picture here is a cactus. On this side is a fully grown adult cactus. And on the other side over here is a baby cactus. This baby cactus is short. The little stems growing out are short. And we see here that this cactus has lots of spikes on them. Once the adult plant is fully grown, we see that the cactus grows more stems, it's taller, it's more narrow, but we're able to compare both of these that they're the same because both of them have the same shape. Our next plant here, we have an onion. So let's take a look at these two pictures. Here is our baby plant onion, and this is when the onion is fully grown and it becomes an adult plant. We see here on the baby plants that the leaves are already growing out. They're very thin, they're skinny almost, and they're green. But we don't see no onions growing from the ground just yet. On the other side, we see that the onions have already grown. They're already emerging from the dirt. And we see that the leaves got a little bit wider. They're still long and thin, but they're not as thin as these leaves. So this is the baby onion and this is the adult onion. Our next plant that we have here is strawberries. On this side is the baby plant of a strawberry, and on the other side is a fully grown adult plant strawberry. Here on this side, we see that the leaves have already grown. We see maybe a flower there starting to bloom, another one getting ready, but we don't see the strawberries on this plant just yet. On the other side, we see that the strawberries are already starting to grow. We have 2 flowers on the plant, and the leaves are also on this plant. If we were to compare these two, the leaves have the same shape and they're both flat. They're both flat and they have the same shape of the leaves. So we're able to match these two together. For today's exit ticket, you are going to match the baby plant to their adult plant. So here on the first one, we have the baby corn, and right next to it, we have the adult corn, followed by the baby cactus, and then the adult cactus. We have the strawberry that is just starting to sprout, and we have the fully grown adult strawberry. And at the very end, we have the baby onion next to the adult onion. And as always, don't forget to submit your exit ticket every day. You can submit it to Teams, Class Dojo, text, or email. I hope you guys enjoyed today's lesson, and we will see everyone next time.